Truckers Association of South Africa spokesperson Mr. Tonny Molise joins us now as we continue looking at festive season safety plans also for long distance drivers and trucks. Tony, a very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Do tell us more about some of your plans for truckers in particular to stay extra vigilant and to be safe on the country's roads this festive season.
Firstly, good afternoon, and thank you for having us. One of the plans that we had, we usually, just to start off, we used to have our own road safety campaigns that we used to host annually. That is for the past 2 years. We were traveling multiple provinces. But then within this year, it came in slightly different, and we are happy with the involvement of the Department of Transport. A week ago, we had a meeting with the Deputy Minister of Transport, where we were discussing strategies on how are they going to integrate road freight within the road safety campaign. And the beauty about it now is that it's more integrated. It's not only focusing on the truck drivers, it is focusing on transport at large. And we're happy with the progress that it's making at this point. And the beauty also about it is that there's more law enforcement officers that are involved. We understand that there are 20 hotspots in the country. And then within that 20 hotspots in the country, all 800 traffic officers nationally are going to be involved. They're going to be placed in different spots. The most important thing is law enforcement visibility across the country. And then also, this will also make it more easier for them to be able to enforce the law within those people who might be trying to break the law. And we've been traveling a little bit, and within our traveling, we really recognize majority of the law enforcement officers that have been playing quite an important role with increasing safety. Look, last year we saw the fatalities decreasing on the road, and then we're hoping for the same numbers as well this year to start increasing, most especially with the integration of the Department of Transport and different associations within the different sectors of the transport sector. I think is playing quite an important role, and then we are glad with the progress at this point.
Absolutely. That sounds like a great initiative, Tony, but does it also include those who own these long-distance trucks as well? Because we often hear long-distance truck drivers are often exposed to many challenges on the roads, from fatigue to mental and other ailments, coupled with pressures to deliver on time and possibilities of falling victim to crime along the way. So they've got quite a lot to consider when embarking on their journey. Look at the situation that is currently happening now in Mozambique.
That's where we come in. We are a member-based association. Our members are truck owners, and we have them in 9 provinces within the country. This is people who we engage with on a regular basis. Also, especially that we started having challenges in Mozambique where the border was closed. And there were long queues. We are trying to figure out strategies to make things a little bit better. I think at this point, with our truckers and truck owners as a member-based organization, is becoming a lot more easier for us to communicate better, getting information from the BMT, the RTMC, the CBRTA, including the Department of Transport. That's why at this point, this road safety campaign is slightly different from the ones on the previous years. And we are anticipating a good reduction on fatalities on the road. Hence, we have everybody involved. And having everybody involved, getting data or insight from different sectors of the transport sector, spaces of transport rather, is quite playing an important role and in reducing fatalities on the road.
Absolutely, Tony. I mean, the other aspect is that in most horrific accidents that we've seen where trucks have actually been involved, there are always allegations of non-compliance by the specific driver themselves. For example, they might not have the correct as well as legal documentation or permits to be operating certain trucks, or they were just not observant, leading to shocking accidents that we've seen images of. So how do you then ensure that your members adhere to the rules and regulations of the law as well as the road?
I think TASA has been an association which has been advocating for the regulation of the road freight sector, which was deregulated in 1988. And with this industry being regulated, it will effectively mean that each and every driver will have to be taken as a professional driver, hence there's that training and development that is currently being involved. And we are happy with the Department of Transport. We are sitting at the road freight task team, which created an 11-point plan, which is trying to figure out ways to make things slightly easy and then also things to be more in line. Because once the sector is regulated, now we will never have drivers which do not have papers. And with us as an association, as an advocacy of the regulation of this sector, we are making it a point that each and every one of our drivers is within the database. And when they're in the database, they're within the database, within the correct document. And then those that don't have the code, when the document is expiring, we do indicate to the owners that they must make it a point that they do not hold a steering wheel up until the documents have been updated. So we've been taking a part and then playing our role to make it a point that the roads are safe, most especially for our truckers and motorists nationally.
Thank you so much, Tony, and best of luck on that great initiative there. Mr. Tonny Molise is a spokesperson for the Truckers Association of South Africa, also talking to us about the initiative for festive season safety, particularly for truck drivers and long-distance drivers. Meanwhile, the festive season is a time to spread some cheer, especially to those in need. And today, people that are homeless in Kimberley were treated to a pre-Christmas lunch.